Hello, I am 422-522. The purpose of this video is to walk you through the requirements for assignment number 6, interactive smartboard activity. There's so many things you can do with Smart Notebook. It can be overwhelming. It can feel like drinking from a fire hose. But I want to simply go through the assignment requirements so you know exactly what to do. Of course, you can design your lesson differently than what I'm about to show you or add in more features. I just want to make sure you have what you need to be successful. So this is Smart Notebook, and since it is a notebook, these are called pages, unlike PowerPoint where they are called slides. So your assignment calls for at least 3 pages. You can certainly have more than that if you want to. I would recommend that your first slide have your learning target on it. So I'm going to go over into this gallery piece. This is where I can get pictures, and I'm going to type in target to find a picture of a target, and I'm simply going to use this one. And when it comes on the screen, it can be rather large, but you are able to change that by simply going down to the corner here and making it smaller until it is the size that you want. It's good to have a learning target in the first slide or page of anything you present to students so they get in the habit of knowing what the learning target is and where it is located. The next thing I'm going to do is add some text. So right up here in my menu, I currently have the arrow selected. I'm going to click the text instead, and you see that there's all these different choices. You can choose different fonts and styles. I like Comic Sans. So right here is where I'm going to write my I can statement. I can create a smart notebook file. And it's nice because you can make the font bigger or smaller simply by pulling on the side of the text box. Okay, now I'm going to add another page. So if we go over here, I can add a new page by just clicking here. And that takes me to the page view, and then I'm going to add a second page. Now, another piece of the assignment is for you to create interactivity. And because of the newer version of Smart, you have some really fun options. What I would recommend is you click on this alien right here, and this is called the Smart Lab. What they've done with the new version of Smart is that they've made it so that it will interact with devices. Sometimes you need a device such as a smartphone, and other times you do not. It depends on what you choose. You'll see some of them say devices required. I'm actually just going to pick the game show option. And I can decide whether I want to do multiple choice or true false. I'm going to choose multiple choice. And because the 4th of July is almost upon us, I will have patriotic themed questions. So I'm simply going to type them in. Who is the President of the United States? And here's where I can put answers. So I'm going to write Donald Trump, George Bush, Barack Obama, or George Washington. All right, next I'm going to click Add Question. You'll notice at the bottom of the screen it says Next, but we're not going to go on to that part quite yet. So now I will say Add Question. And the question I'm going to ask is, on the hit television show Madam Secretary, who plays the Secretary of State? Is it Oprah Winfrey, Tia Leone, Juliana Margulies or Ellen. It's Téa Leoni. And I'm going to add one more question. When did Minnesota become a state? August 23rd, May 31st, January 1st, or July 4th. And I believe it was July 4th. Once you have all your questions entered, you're going to hit the next button and then you can finish. Note it said that questions will appear in random order. So when you go to this slide, you get this nifty slideshow game, and if I click start, I think I have to be in full screen to do it, you're able to play. Cool. All right, I'm going to add one more page into my Smart Notebook file. The assignment asks you to lock information so that it won't move. So I'm going to go back up here to text, and I'm going to say, this presentation was created by Dr. Hill. Let's say I don't want to move this once it's on the smartboard. So what I simply do is click on it till I get this little arrow, and I'm going to say lock and lock in place. That way, if I try to click on it, it won't move. The other option with Smart Notebook is that you can allow a vertical move, so the only way it can move is up and down, but if you try moving side to side, you notice it's locked. The same is true with the horizontal move option. That completes the amount of requirements for your assignment. You, of course, can add more if you want. One more thing I wanted to show you was that there is a website called Smart Exchange. You can find it at exchange.smarttech.com. You can type in whatever you're looking for and you'll find that there are Smart documents that come up and you are allowed to download them and edit them for this class. The resources that are up here have been uploaded for you to use with permission. So for this assignment, you can either create your own or you can modify one found here.